We're gonna try this.
Yeah.
And then, okay, just answer one question.
I don't want to do them again.
Answer one question. Answer one question.
I'm only answering number 2.
All right, ready? Ready?
What makes an image pornographic?
I don't like that question.
Okay. You may not have heard of Step Up, but it's a program designed to raise awareness and reduce the act of sexual violence among young males. Currently, the program is focused on male university student athletes, using a personal education-based model that draws upon and examines social, cognitive, and norm theories. The goal of this program is to prevent sexually violent behavior towards women by increasing pro-social intervening behaviors, correcting misperceptions about sex and rape, changing attitudes and gender roles toward rape and sexual violence, and increasing the understanding of the elements of sexual consent. Acadia University's football players were made aware of these issues by Rob French, the founder, and so they decided to step up and help mitigate this problem, in hopes that all universities and student athletes across the country would soon do the same.
Is it going?
Let's do, what makes an image pornographic?
Just nudity, I think.
Something that people sexualize. People find that nudity is pornographic, or like, well, in certain cultures, the nudity could just be art.
Do you feel safe walking alone at night?
No, not exactly.
Yeah.
Do you take any precautions?
Depends which neighborhood I'm in.
Yeah.
Do you take any precautions?
No, not typically.
It depends where I'm going, where I am in town, what I'm wearing.
Sometimes. If it's on night right now, people are drinking, definitely not.
Don't feel safe walking when it's past like 9 or 10. I always have my keys out and I'll put them like between my fingers, like brass knuckles. And I'll have my phone out and I walk really fast.
I mean, if I was to feel threatened in any way, shape, or form, I mean, not really, other than to have my phone in my pocket.
How does society portray virginity?
Virginity is like being innocent, kind of, I feel like. Kind of like holy.
I know from my personal experience, like friends that, like girlfriends that have decided to wait. It's like, oh, good for you, you're waiting till the right guy. But if I had like a male friend that's like waiting, it would be like super weird. People would think it's super weird, which I think is really sad because it should be the same depending on if you're a girl or a guy. But I don't think it is.
How does society portray virginity?
Pretty crappy, I think. I don't think they do it on purpose. I think it's just society and media.
It's very rare for someone to keep their virginity in like today's society, because everything is all about sex. Everything sex sells.
I don't know, like losing your virginity seems like something that should be kind of a goal, at least for guys. And if you're a virgin, people think you're kind of sheltered, protected. You're not really, I don't know, they judge you more that way, I think.
Have you ever said yes to a partner because you're afraid if you said no?
No.
Yes, 100%.
No, I haven't.
No.
For sex?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I think you're hanging out with the wrong people if you're afraid to say no to someone.
Have you ever had a sexual encounter that you regretted later?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, me too. Have you ever had a sexual encounter that you regretted later?
No.
It's not a race.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Does asking for consent before a sexual encounter or in the moment?
Somewhat, yes. Well, I mean, I think it should be implied or asked prior to, because I think during the moment, yes, it might be a little bit awkward. I don't think it does. There's a way that you can ask it so it's not awkward and weird.
What type of woman does society value?
I think just recently, being strong and being confident.
People value like strong business women, and people value like women that are homemakers too. It's just whatever makes you happy, really.
It's definitely a lot of double standards.
I think it depends on every guy. If it's a hardworking man, I feel like they value the same thing. Like, they want a hardworking woman.
Strong women, I think. Kind of goes with how men are viewed as strong.
What ways are men and women treated differently?
I'm a medical student. Older patients will call me like sweetie, and they would never call my male classmates that they would call them like doctor, even though they're not doctors yet. And they won't call me that. There's nothing wrong with this, but they always assume I'm a nurse, always.
Isn't it like there's actual stats to like prove that guys like get jobs over women?
I feel like we're getting better at treating people the same. There definitely still are some disadvantages for women. I work in the construction industry, and women on construction sites are treated quite differently than men on construction sites. I try to eliminate that best I can, but there still is the mentality that it's a man's job and a woman can't do it, but that's not the case.
Actually, being a business owner, the reactions I get from a lot of people is, you're the business owner? As like a female, as a young female, they can't believe it. They're a little bit surprised, and they expect a male to be behind a business. That's just my